Happy Halloween, besties. The reveal that we just got at the end of chapter 50? Oh my god, like, oh my, I'm shook. I'm shook. I did not see it coming. I didn't see it coming. Pages in, like, he's so weird and I'm like not a fan. Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my Halloween special, which, okay, I had the thought about this video like a week ago and I was like, I feel like this would be perfect to post on Halloween. So happy Halloween, besties. Hope you eat a lot of candy today. But I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon where I'm only reading paranormal type books. So that means that one of the characters has to be vampire, which something magical, some sort of creature that is not human. So I'm super excited about this 24-hour readathon. I am going to be doing the timer method, so I will be putting 24 hours on the timer and counting down. Anytime I'm sleeping, I'm stopping the timer. Anytime I'm not either listening to an audiobook or physically reading, the timer will be stopped. So I am so excited. I do have a bit of a TBR. Is this TBR 100% set in stone? No. So it could change. I have been really big into mood reading lately, so it's possible that none of these books could get read and I could literally only read Kindle Unlimited paranormal romance for the full 24 hours. But I'm gonna try and read as many of these as I can since they are on my physical TBR. So I am super excited. I feel like there's only one that might not necessarily fall into the bracket, but I feel like it gives like Halloween type vibes. So that's why it's on here. But we're just gonna go over the TBR real quick and let you guys know what's on my radar for the next 24 hours that I'm going to be reading. So the first book we have is This Spells Love by Kate Robb. This is a witchy kind of romance and I got this in November of last year in my book of the month box and have yet to read it. So I'm hoping that, I feel like this is a very good contender. I feel like I might actually start out with this one because I feel like it'll be like a quick, cutesy, fun, witchy read to start this 24 hours off on. So I feel like this is a major contender. Next we have My Vampire Plus One by Jenna Levine. And again, I feel like this is a pretty good contender because it is another like vampire romance. I feel like this is so fun. I think this cover is so cute and I did not read the first book in this little standalone series, but I don't know, it sounds kind of fun. So this is on the TBR as well, or the radar. We have Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison. This is a werewolf book, so this is a contender. We've also got Cackle by Rachel Harrison, and this is another witchy book. We've got Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas, and this is a vampire book, so that sounds fun. And then we've got, of course, Phantasma, which has been going around lately, and this is Phantom, similar to Danny Phantom, so essentially like a ghost type deal. So that sounds really interesting and fun. Plus I've been hearing a lot of great things about that one. We've got Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, and I feel like this one isn't exactly like fitting the vibe, but I feel like this gives Halloween. Like, I feel like it gives Halloween. It's a fantasy, so I feel like it is, you know, giving Halloween. I don't know. There's like potions and stuff, so fits the vibe, but like not really, if you will. And then our final one is Immortal Dark by Tigist Girma, and this is a vampire book. So yeah, these are the books that are on the TBR. Am I going to get to all of these books? More than likely not. Am I going to try my absolute hardest to read as many of these as I can? Absolutely. Might I go off course and decide that I don't want to read any of these books? Also a possibility. So I think, like I mentioned, I think I'm actually going to start with This Spells Love. I feel like this will be a really good book to start off on. It is more of just like a romance but has like witchy vibes, so I think this will be the one that I start with. So yeah, I don't have like a specific time that I was thinking about starting or anything like that. Like it's almost 1:15, so I'm just like start the timer whenever, since I don't exactly have like an end time in mind. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start the 24-hour timer and get to reading This Spells Love and keep you guys updated as I go through this 24 hours. Okay, so I wanted to come and report that we have officially hit the first hour of being complete, and I have been reading This Spells Love, and I'm actually liking this more than I thought that I was going to. So I am currently on page 100, which is the start of chapter 9, and yeah, I'm liking this a lot more than I anticipated. So our main character isn't actually a witch, which I guess I would have known that if I would have read the synopsis, but essentially our main character is going through a breakup, and one night her sister and her aunt have this like spell book that they find, and they decide to use like this spell to make her like not have feelings for her ex-boyfriend anymore, and she ends up kissing her best friend, and she's put into this alternate timeline where she like was not even dating that ex to begin with in the first place, and her best friend isn't actually her best friend, and so this is actually like a friends to lovers romance. And so I'm definitely liking this a lot more than I thought I was going to. The writing is super easy, and so far this is just a fun novel. We're following her as she's in this alternate timeline. She is trying to figure out how to start being her best friend's best friend again, and so there's been some like hiccups along the way so far, and then she actually ends up owning a store that she didn't own in like the previous timeline, so there's a few little differences there. But so far I'm enjoying this. I'm going to continue reading this, and yeah, but I thought I'd just pop in since it's been the first hour and give you guys a bit of an update. And yeah, so with that being said, I'm gonna get back to reading, and I will probably update you either maybe around the 50% mark, let you know what I'm thinking about it, and then of course let you guys know when I finish it. So with that being said, I'll update you guys again a little bit later. Hello. So I just finished This Spells Love by Kate Robb. So it took me around like four hours or so to finish this. I'm currently sitting with 20 hours and 40 minutes left on the timer, and I really enjoyed this book actually. So it was like magical, but it wasn't like witchy, so I thought it was gonna be like similar to like the X-Hex, but it wasn't, just because it didn't really involve an actual witch. But I feel like the vibes were still there. I feel like it was a good start to this readathon. I really enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna end up giving it 4 stars. It was cute, it was fun, and I think I definitely would recommend it. So I think 4 stars to this one. Now as far as the next book, I am in between a few. Part of me wants to go My Vampire +1, part of me wants to go Such Sharp Teeth, part of me wants to go Cackle, and part of me wants to go Apprentice to the Villain, but I'm not sure which one just yet. I feel like right now in this very moment. I feel like either such sharp teeth or cackle is calling my name, but I'm not sure exactly which one just yet. So I'm probably gonna think on that. But also too, I am sleepy. Like, it's almost 10:30 and I like to go to bed early. Navy's already asleep in his bed right there, so I already know he's tired. So I think I might actually go to bed, and I think I'm gonna pick a new book probably in the morning when I wake up. So my goal tomorrow is to read for a minimum of 12 hours, so we will see if I can do that. But one book down and 20 hours left to go. So yeah, that is my update for this evening, and I will definitely talk to you guys in the morning. Hello. Okay, so it's now the next morning and I have just made a coffee, which I feel like I'm gonna need it today, and I'm about to sit down and start the timer back so I can do some more reading. I decided that I'm gonna end up picking up Cackle by Rachel Harrison, so this is what I'm going to be reading next. This is another like witchy kind of book. I know the last one was like kind of witchy, but it wasn't. But I think this one actually is like witchy. So this is what I'm going to be picking up next. The text is really, really small, but it's less than 300 pages, so I don't think it would take too terribly long to read. So this is the move for the next little bit. And so yeah, I'm about to get started. It's like right at 10 o'clock. So if I read continuously for the next 12 hours, then I can be done by 10 p.m. tonight. So that is the goal. And yeah, so that's my update. I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer and get to reading, and I'll update you guys probably when I hit around the halfway mark in Cackle, maybe. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I just finished Cackle by Rachel Harrison, and we're sitting at 17 hours and 15 minutes left on the timer. I definitely have not been reading as much as I thought I was going to today, so I have been really just trying to prioritize reading the last few hours because I ended up like falling asleep earlier and just whatever. But since I am doing the timer method, I have been stopping it, so I've pretty much only been letting it run any time that I've been reading. And so I just finished Cackle, which is the second book that I have read for this video. So this book was kind of weird. I don't really know what I want to rate this. I'm thinking I might end up giving it 3 stars. I fear that it might not have been for me. So this is a witchy book, and it definitely was giving witchy vibes. There were literally so many spiders in this book, and it was like the spiders were weird because it's like the spiders were sentient. Like, okay, obviously spiders have like the ability to walk around and do the things, but like these spiders could like essentially communicate, and like Annie was like talking to the spiders, and the spiders were like waving at her and like nodding at her, and like I don't know, it was just really weird. Also Sophie, also very weird, gave me the creeps. I don't know. I feel like that might have been the point. Obviously like Sophie is creepy, Annie is weird. She is very like unlikable in my opinion, because she has just gotten through this breakup. But I don't know, she was very like, woe is me. Like, obviously not saying that like when you break up out of a relationship, like it's not heartbreaking, like you're not allowed to be sad. Of course you're allowed to be sad if you've been dating someone for nearly 10 years and then they break up with you. But I just feel like the way that she was like always constantly talking about him and wanting to get back together with him, and like not really accepting the fact that they had broken up, it was just kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of annoying. Especially considering the book is like under 300 pages, and it just felt so long. This book just felt so long to me. So I don't know. 3 stars I think is a good rating for this. I don't know. I just didn't love that Annie was so like relationship dependent. Like she talks about how she hasn't been single since she was 13. Like she literally would be in relationships back to back to back to back to back. And then I just felt like she ended up transferring that want into her relationship with Sophie and became like dependent on Sophie, but for like a different reason. And obviously at the end she kind of was like, yeah, I don't really need to be in a relationship, like, you know, I'm fine by myself. But then it's like, you're so codependent with Sophie, it's like, are you actually really, you know, okay with being by yourself? I don't know, but yeah, 3 stars to this one. I'm going to be moving on now. So now that I'm finished with this, it's time to pick the next book that I'm planning on reading. So I do have 2 options. The first option is Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, and this is the second book in, I'm not sure what the series is called, the Assistant to the Villain series maybe, I don't know, but this is the second book that I was thinking about. Obviously this one isn't like spooky vampire type deal, but I feel like this is like a cozy fantasy, and I feel like this will kind of like help break up the creepy book that I just read. I don't know. So there's this as an option. And then the next option is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, and I feel like this is the like fantasy that I need, like the whole ghost situation type deal. I feel like if I started this, I would like absolutely love this. So I don't know, these are the 2 options, but I'm feeling like right now I'm leaning kind of more towards Apprentice to the Villain, just because I feel like this is going to be a little bit more like lighthearted and fun. So I think this is going to be the one that I pick up next. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start this and I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna go ahead and get to reading, and hopefully I can get this timer down a little bit more. And with that being said, I will update you guys again a little bit later once I have an update on Apprentice to the Villain. Hello. Okay, so we are sitting at 12 hours and 54 minutes on the timer right now, and I just finished Apprentice to the Villain, and I don't know what I want to rate this. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I enjoyed this one. I feel like we got a little bit more hints of romance in this one, but this is very much a slow burn. Like they just kissed for the first time, like probably a good like 60% of the way through. So I'm trying to like figure out, obviously this is so fun, like the series is so fun. I'm having a really good time reading these books. Like they're so cozy, the magic aspect is fun, like just everything about these books are fun. So I feel like 4 stars is a little bit too high, but I feel like 3 stars is a little bit too low. So I feel like I might go with like a 3.75 star. I did feel like this one did kind of drag a little bit in some areas. There were some pretty good reveals in this one, but I don't know, I feel like I had a better time reading the first one. Like I still really enjoyed this one. Like I know a lot of people don't like this one compared to the first one, but I feel like I liked them almost equally. I feel like I obviously liked Assistant to the Villain a little bit more, but I still really enjoyed this one and had such a good time reading this one. I definitely do plan to continue on with this series when book 3 comes out, because I know the title was just announced, so I probably will actually end up pre-ordering book 3 so that way I can read it whenever it comes out. But now that I am officially done with that book, that makes 3 books read in this 24 hours so far, and we still have over 12 hours left to go, a little bit over 12 hours, almost 13 hours left to go. So I'm gonna try and stay up for like another hour or 2 maybe, I don't know. I am not really that sleepy since I took a nap earlier when I was supposed to be reading, but I'm gonna look and see what I want to read next. Part of me wants to pick up Phantasma, but also part of me also wants to read like a quick little like KU book maybe. I don't know, but I do obviously have Phantasma on my Kindle as well, so I can read that on my Kindle. I don't know. I'm gonna take a second probably to think about it. I'll probably pause the timer and just look at the book stuff that I have in the office, as well as look on my Kindle and see what is on Kindle Unlimited that I could possibly read as well that might have that same like Halloween-y, spooky type vibes. So yeah, I don't know. I might just end up reading Phantasma. We'll see. Obviously, I'll let you guys know here in a minute once I decide. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna go add this to my book stack and pick out the next book that I'm gonna be reading in this video. Okay, so I looked through Kindle Unlimited, I looked through Goodreads, and nothing was really speaking to me. So I guess I am going to go ahead and start Phantasma. So I said that I wasn't feeling sleepy because I took a nap earlier. Yeah, it's starting to hit me a little bit because it's 11:30 and I'm starting to get a little bit sleepy now. So I think I am about to get in the bed and then read some of this for a little bit and probably end up falling asleep. So I probably won't update again until tomorrow, and this video might actually have to carry it into Monday because I still have 12 hours and 50 minutes left and I don't see myself completing the full 12 hours tomorrow. So I don't know, I'm gonna try my hardest, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately. But if it does have to carry over into Monday, that's fine. Like, that's not that big of a deal. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start this and go ahead and get in the bed and probably fall asleep while reading it. I do also have it on my Kindle as well. And so yeah, that is my update. I'm gonna set the timer again and get to reading, and I will update you guys again more than likely tomorrow morning. Hello. So I wanted to give an update on my reading progress this morning. So I have been reading Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, and so far I'm really enjoying this. Like, this is so fun. Like, it's essentially the adult version of Caraval, like the more like a darker, more adult version of Caraval. And our female main character is a necromancer, and our male main character is a phantom. And essentially Ophelia is in this games to try and find her sister, who has like run off because their mother has just died, and apparently their mom had taken out a loan against the house that they thought was paid off, and she had stopped paying for the loan. So now they're like in debt and they have to figure out a way to get the money so that way they can keep their house that's been in their family for generations. And so far this is so fun. I just read the first trial and a little bit thereafter, and we have met Blackwell, which he's stunning. I love him already, so that's fun. This book is going so fast. Like, I feel like the pacing is so good. I feel like it's just been so quick to read. And so, like I was saying, I'm on chapter 18, which is page 148. So I don't know, I'm probably about a fourth of the way through, maybe, because this book actually is not as long as I had thought it was going to be. It's like right under 500 pages. It's 492 pages, so it isn't as long as I had thought that it was going to be. Plus, it's moving a lot quicker than I thought it was going to, so I am happy that I decided to pick this up, even if it wasn't exactly what I thought I was looking to read last night when I was looking for a new book. But today, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I want to read. So I'm going to keep on reading this, and I have been sitting here with the timer, and I currently have 11 hours and 9 minutes left. So it is looking like this readathon will be carrying over into tomorrow, which is Monday. So yeah, that is the update for this morning. I think Navy wants to go outside, so I think I'm about to let him outside real quick and possibly see about some lunch. I'm not really that hungry, so I might just wait on the lunch. But I'm gonna keep reading, and I will update you guys again later. Oh my god, literally, okay, I know that was so like aggressive, but literally the reveal that we just got at the end of chapter 50, oh my god, like, oh my, I'm shook. I did not see it coming. I didn't see it coming. Like, actually, oh my god, this book, insane. Literally, I think I'm on the last chapter, or like one of the last chapters. I'm sitting here, I've got my pizza rolls that I'm eating for dinner, and literally oh my god, literally, oh my god, I'm shook. Okay, I think I'm on the last chapter. Let me double check. I've been switching out between my Kindle and the physical book. Okay, no, I have four. So I have like chapter 51, the end of Phantasma chapter 52, and then the epilogue. So 4 essentially chapters left, and literally, oh my god, I don't even, like, she's speechless. I don't know. I'm gonna go so I can read this, and I'll update you when I finish, because what the like, oh my god, I am shook. Okay, so I just finished Phantasma, and I still have 7 hours and 42 minutes left on the timer, but this was honestly so good. I'm so excited for Enchantra to come out. Like, I love the way it ended, and I can definitely tell that it is going to be like a series of standalones, which love that, because I feel like this ended on a very good note. So I'm super excited to read the next one when it comes out. But yeah, this was so fun. Like, there literally was like that freaking twist at the end. Oh my, like at the end of chapter 50, I was not expecting that at all. And so, that just made me, so I don't know what I want to rate it. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to think on it for a minute, because yeah, I don't know what I want to rate it, but it was so good. If you like Carvel, but you want like more of an adult version, if you like dark fantasy romance, I highly recommend picking it up, because it was honestly so good. So yeah, but that means I am now officially done with this, and I will be moving on to the next book. So hold on, I have to move the camera real quick, because you're sitting on my book stack. So let me pull this from out. Okay, so now that I'm done, I think I'm going to end up picking up my Vampire +1 by Jenna Levine. This book is low-key not as long as I thought it was. I don't know, I feel like something about hardcovers just make books seem so much thicker than they are. But I think this will be the next book that I end up picking up for this 24 hours, and this will probably maybe be the last book that I end up reading in this video, but we'll see. I still have a few hours that I'm going to stay up. It's currently 6:30, so I'm going to stay up for a few more hours and read this. I might see if I can finish it this evening, but we'll see. And then obviously I will have to carry this video into tomorrow, and then obviously I'll finish out the rest of my hours tomorrow. So yeah, that's my update for now, and I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Okay, so I have been reading my Vampire +1. I'm currently on page 125, which is the start of chapter 13, and I am not loving this book. So it is a fake dating book where we have this girl, her cousin's getting married. She needs a fake date to the wedding to get her family off her back, because they're always like talking about how she is like single and whatever. And so she ends up bumping into this guy outside of her office building, and he like makes her drop all of her papers, and then she ends up running to him again in a coffee shop like a few days later, after she's told her family that she has a boyfriend. So she ends up taking him to the wedding, or like whatever, the rehearsal dinner and whatever, to placate her family. But also he's a vampire, and he like calls her on the phone one night and is like, hey, by the way, I just want to let you know, like, I'm a vampire fugitive. And she's like, yeah, okay, like whatever. She's half asleep, she's thinking like, yeah, okay. And he's like, oh, like that was so easy, I can't believe you went along with it, yada yada yada, whatever. But like, he's so weird. Like, he's so, I don't know, like he has this coat that he calls Old Fuzzy, and it's like a yellowy like fuzzy coat that he's like wearing, and his like personality is just kind of like eccentric, and I don't know, it's so odd the way that he's acting for him to be like, I don't know. And like our main girl character, I forgot her name already, Amelia, she is fine. Like, she's fine. Like, she's like your average female main character. I don't know, there's nothing like too like special about her. I don't know, it's just like, I don't know. I'm gonna keep going and see if maybe he grows on me a little bit, but like 125 pages in, like, he's so weird and I'm like not a fan so far. I don't know, we'll see. Right now this is looking at like a 2-star, but we'll see. It's possible that it could get better. I still have like 207 pages to go, so it's possible that it could get better, but right now it's just like not doing it for me. I don't know, but I'm currently sitting with 6 hours and 34 minutes left on the 24-hour timer, and I'm actually probably about to go to bed here soon because I do actually have to get up and go to work in the morning. So I'm probably about to go to bed within like the next 30 to 45 minutes, an hour tops. So I'm going to like do some more reading of this. I probably will pause the timer when I go to sleep tonight, and then I probably won't start again until later tomorrow evening when I get home from work, because I want to say that I do have some homework that's due tomorrow. So I'm hoping that I can still get some reading and stuff done when I get home from work and stuff. So I don't know, we'll see. But I just wanted to give that update for now, let you guys know that I'm not necessarily enjoying my Vampire Plus one, but I'm gonna keep going and see if I like it a little bit better. But yeah, that's my update for now, and I'll update you guys again later. Hello. Okay, so I wanted to give an update that I just finished my Vampire Plus one, and I still have like right under 4 hours left in this readathon. So I have no idea what I'm going to read next, but I am going to be giving this book 2 stars. I did not like this book. It was not for me. This book was just not for me. Like, I did not like Reginald. This just was like, I don't know. He was weird. Like, the writing was fine, I guess, but like, I don't know. I just was not a fan of this book. Like, I didn't like it. I don't know. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna give that one 2 stars. I have my like bedroom lamps to match the color of the book, which I thought was fun since it's like the split color cover. So that is like pretty much the only thing about it. I really like the cover, but I just didn't like the book, so I probably will be getting rid of it at the end of the year. But yeah, I hate that I didn't really like it, but that just means that I'll be moving on to the next book. I'm not sure what that's going to be just yet, but I need to make a decision soon since I have like 3 hours and like 50 minutes or something left in this readathon, so I can go ahead and read my 3 hours so I can finish this video and get it uploaded. So it looks like this video is probably going to carry into tomorrow. I'm probably going to look for some type of werewolf or vampire book on Kindle Unlimited and read it tomorrow, but we'll see. So that's my update for now, and I'll update again probably tomorrow. Hello. Okay, so it is Wednesday and I'm still doing this challenge because the last couple days have been a lot busier than I anticipated. So yesterday I really did not get to do any paranormal type reading. I was able to do some reading, but it was non-paranormal reading. So today, since it is the day before Halloween and this video needs to go up tomorrow and I still have to edit it, I am going to do some paranormal reading and fingers crossed finish out this timer. So I still have 3 hours, 55 minutes and 37 seconds left on this timer, and the book of choice that I'm going to be reading is going to be A Match Made in Hell by Tracy Lovelott, and this is a vampire book. It is reverse harem, fantasy, paranormal, vampire, witchy book. So I don't know what this book is about. I got it from Stuff Your Kindle Day earlier in the month, and so it's sitting on my Kindle ready to be read. So I will be picking this up today. It is kind of short, I think. Let me see, because I think it's probably, okay, it's like 300 pages, like 312 or so pages. So that is perfect. That should be done in the almost 4 hours that I need. And y'all, if I still have time after I finish this book, if I finish this book today and I still have time to read after, we're just gonna have to call it. We're gonna have to call it. Love y'all, but we're going to have to call it because I need to get this video up tomorrow, and I unfortunately have had quite a bit of homework over the past couple days, as well as just being busier at work and things. So unfortunately school does take priority since I am still in school and I do still work a full-time job. So sorry about that, but I'm hoping that I can finish. I don't know if I'll be able to, I probably won't be able to get it on camera, do any b-roll, any of that. I don't know, we'll see. Well, just depends on how much time I have to read left once I get home from work today. But yeah, that is my update for this morning. And I still have a little bit of time before I have to leave to go to work. I still have about like 15 minutes or so. So I'm gonna sit here and start the rough cut on this video that you're watching right now. So that way, that's one less thing that I have to do when I get home tonight. So with that being said, I'll update you guys later. I'm gonna start a match made in hell, and I will talk to you guys when I get home later today. Hello, okay, so it is later on Wednesday. It's still the night before Halloween and I still have like 2 hours left on the timer. So I'm about to do as much reading as I can. I'm changing the rules a little bit. So I've got the timer going and I'm just going to keep it going for until the 2 hours runs out. And I'm going to try and read as much as I possibly can. By the time the timer runs out, it should run out around 8:40 p.m. So I should be done reading by then at that point, because I really want to finish this video so I can get it uploaded for you guys tomorrow, which I do obviously have to go to work tomorrow. So I'm thinking that this video might be up a little bit later than anticipated, just because it does usually take a little while to edit. So yeah, I'm gonna try and edit some before I go to bed tonight. I've already edited a little bit this morning and then when I got home. So I'm hoping I can edit some more tonight before I go to bed and do whatever's left tomorrow morning. So yeah, but I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna do some more reading. I'm reading Match Made in Hell, the first book in Bounce the Vampire series. I'm currently 21% in, so I'm going to keep reading this and I will update you guys probably once the timer runs out. Okay, so this readathon is almost over. We've got less than 20 seconds on the clock left in this readathon, and I have been reading Match Made in Hell and I'm currently 42% through it. It's fine, it's not great. I don't know. So we're done. Woo. So now Match Made in Hell, like I said, it's fine. It is more complex than I thought it was going to be. It is a little bit more, yeah, just, I feel like complex is a really good word. So essentially we're following Mel. She is a witch and she is also a demon hunter. In this society, vampires and demons are like bad, but vampires aren't your like regular vampires. They have like, they're not like the undead, like how we normally think of a vampire. They're just like a human that has the essence of a demon, and they are still able to be turned, but it's like, I don't know, but you can be a witch and a vampire. So we're following Mel. She is a demon hunter. She hates vampires because vampires killed her mother, and she is at work and she's on probationary because apparently her last boyfriend and partner ended up getting turned into a vampire and she ended up killing him. And so she's been on probation, and now they have her working with this group of 3 vampires that she like absolutely cannot stand. So one of them is her ex-boyfriend from like demon hunting school, from where he has since been turned into a vampire. His twin brother, and then the twin brother's ex-lover are like the 3 men that she's like working with. And obviously she has a very like deep hatred for vampires since they killed her mother, and so now she's like mad that she has to work with these other 3 vampires. So yeah, that's essentially what it's about. I'm enjoying it. Like, I mean, it's not bad, it's not fantastic, like it's definitely not like 5-star material, I don't think, unless there's like something that happens like towards the end that I'm just like absolutely not expecting. But like the writing is fine, like it's like overall just fine in my opinion. Definitely a slow burn, enemies to lovers, hate to love, second chance romance, reverse harem, polyamorous. Trying to think of any more tropes, if there's any more tropes in there. But yeah, So it's fun, but that is going to be all for today's video. I'm gonna go ahead and get this footage uploaded so that way I can edit this video so I can get it up for you guys. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. If you made it to this point in the video, leave the blood drop emoji for the vampires that were read about in this video. So yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.